What up, Dota Scrubs? This is your host, Solaris X. This is the Scrubcast. I'm here to bring you a wonderful game between Team Secret and Navi. This was part of a best of five of the SL I-League StarSeries Season 2. Navi went on to win this. Spoiler alert, but Navi went on to win this to Dendy beating his old friend Puppy. And pulling out a pretty solid, some pretty solid victories. This was one of them, and I was actually just scrolling through. I've not actually seen all of these games. I've seen a couple of them, but this particular game is interesting. I had previously cast a Navi Huskar game, and I watched it with an IO, and I thought I was going to do some a cast called like Deadly Duos. I didn't really quite do it with that one, but this one I think I want to do it. We'll see if it ends up working out, because I actually have not watched this. But the reason I suspect it's going to be a Deadly Duo is because Oracle is played by Sonneiko and Ditya is playing the Huskar. And this is one of the few instances in which you will see Dendy not mid lane. Dendy will safe lane this. And Huskar will sit around with Oracle. Oracle will sit with Huskar's safe lane, providing necessary heals, providing necessary saving mechanism, and blowing up whoever it is mid lane ends up becoming. And you'll end up seeing the Batrider offlane played by General. I've already covered a Batrider General in the Scrubcast. Really fantastic way to play Batrider. He really knows this hero very, very well. Can really push its limits. Juggernaut played by Dendy. A nice tanky kind of frontliner who can gank and has magical immunity with the Blade Fury. And then a pusher with Shadow Shaman, played by Artstyle. He's going up against against Team Secret. Arteezy, I believe, in that Marana. Shadow Demon, I'm going to assume, played by Puppy. An off-lane Bulba Abaddon, probably with an Axe, which is a really disgusting lane, probably an off-lane. And then a mid-Morphling, potentially, maybe? I'm not really sure who the mid here is going to be, played by Eternal Envy. So this is going to be a team lineup that comes online pretty quickly, with the exception of the Morphling, which will be more of their endgame carry, versus Navi, which is going to have a extremely strong mid-game, and they're going to continue on to endgame. If they get an advantage over Team Secret, that's going to be lights out. So let's go ahead and get into the game. We're going to watch Huskar here on this one, because I want to see how Ditya plays him, but I'm also going to watch Oracle. I want to talk about this deadly duo that we see in the game. And as I covered previously, Huskar, played by Ditya with the Sonneiko IO, the Huskar, you get in these games, and if you don't have a teammate with Huskar, Huskar is very fragile. He does all this damage to himself when he's trying...
10 seconds remaining.
What is he doing there? Anyway, he does all this damage, and he just dies because of it if anybody can blow him up. And Axe is one of those heroes that can counter. Strong counter Ditya because Axe has the dunk. And then you've got the burst damage of the kind of the shotgun from the Morphling. You've got the burst damage of the magical Starfall from Marana. And so the question is going to be, how is Ditya and Sonneiko going to work this out? It's really going to be up to both of them to pull this off. Sonneiko doing... so Ditya hurting himself with every single burning spears he casts. Health costs 15. Not a tremendous amount. He's going to get a lot of health. I'm sure he'll stack health quickly. And then he'll have Berserker's Blood to give him lots of additional damage, additional attack speed for the amount of health he's missing. Sonneiko going to have the saves. Sonneiko's going to be able to put on the Purifying Flames, help heal him up, take him down a little bit faster if he wants to burn somebody up, but he's also going to be healing. So kind of a scary combination there. Oracle plus the Huskar. Also, False Promise can provide Huskar with a little bit of longevity, a little bit more longevity than he otherwise would have. Unnaturally long Huskar is immune to mean death to the enemy. We'll see how it goes. Right now, Huskar rolling around. I'm going to focus mostly on Huskar. You'll see Sonneiko kind of playing around. Huskar, I guess, is going to be safe lane, not mid lane. And that's probably... I don't know why. Actually, I would think that would be a safe lane. I guess because they anticipate both the Abaddon and the Axe going to be off lane, which the Burning Spears of Ditya is going to be probably the most effective tool to deal with that. So instead, what's going to happen is you're going to see Sonneiko. Is he going to come? Yeah, he's going to come on over. He's going to help out Ditya. He really needs to help out Ditya. Ditya going with the Windlace. I guess that's going to help him with his off lane, try to escape the Abaddon, escape the Axes. When he gets called, if he gets called, that's dangerous. 2 Iron Branches for a little bit of extra stability on his hero, a little extra longevity. Tango, gonna give, and 4 Tango and a healing Salve. He's going to go ahead and apply this pressure with those burning spears, and that's going to be how they're going to keep this lane alive. Sonneiko and Ditya should be able to put the pain on Puppey, on Bulba. No matter what they do, there's nothing they can really do to stop this. The magic damage is just going to be nasty. Look at that. That's already going to be a, what is that, the Purifying Fortune's End. Sorry, Fortune's End, which is actually going to do damage. It's going to stop the enemy in their tracks. Not going to be able to move. It has a little bit of a charge up if he charges it up. So Huskar doing pretty well, and Sonneiko going to just keep constant pressure on the enemy. I'm going to focus on Sonneiko here for a second. Now, he has been battle hungered, which is a level 1 battle hunger. I'm not sure why. I guess just to keep the, try to keep the Oracle out of the lane, keep some damage on Oracle. He's going to use the last of his Tangos. He still has plenty of healing power. As soon as he gets the Purifying Flames, that's going to be helpful. It's like Sonneiko's going to have to come up here and contest Puppey, messing around with this jungle. Going to charge up the Fortune's End. Going to stick Puppey right in place. Although there's going to be a the shield, Aphotic Shield by Bulba to help protect him. Sonneiko going to get hit quite a bit here by Bulba, and Bulba, the Curse of Avernus is actually pretty dangerous. But once again, the burning spears and Sonneiko's constant pressure is keeping this off lane pretty well taken care of. It's like first blood achieved by who? Artstyle. Good job, Artstyle, up there in the top lane. Puppey Invis going to go right up to Sonneiko. I'm surprised he didn't actually hit Sonneiko. There we go, to get rid of the little clarity. That's going to be nice. Sonneiko once again suffering from battle hunger. He needs to fight. He hungers for battle. He takes damage. Ditya about half health. That's where he's probably going to sit. He's burned through all of his Tangos here. He picked up his Boots of Speed and Windlace. He really wants to be able to either chase these guys down or get the hell out of dodge. Very important. Missing his last hits there. That's not good. Come on, Ditya. Of course, the problem with Huskar is his damage range is 48 to 57, pretty low early on. And though he has attack range, or attack damage, or attack speed, he doesn't really have a lot of damage. So that's one of the problems. Sonneiko getting chased down by Bulba. And by the way, just to talk about this Curse of Avernus here for a minute, I haven't really covered Abaddon. But it's a debuff. It does pierce spell immunity. You walk up and you hit people. And what it does is it slows the enemy movement. It slows their attack speed. I think it gives him a movement speed bonus. His allies, all units to gain increased movement speed and attack speed. So basically, it's kind of like a drums, basically. It's like a drums. It's both the beneficial drums and the negative drums. And then here's going to be where the damage from Huskar is just so strong. 4 stacks of that burning spear is going to be hurting Abaddon pretty severely. Also the Purifying Flame, so that's actually going to heal if they weren't going to get the kill. So Huskar going to contest. Sonneiko going to do Rune Control while Huskar contests this little creep camp. This is going to prevent Axe from getting those high levels. Though Puppey on the Axe is doing a pretty good job of getting his farm if he as he needs it. I'll actually do the last hits here so we can see what's going on. So Puppey with 7, that's not a lot. 17 total between him and the Abaddon. But Huskar already has 16. Sonneiko has 2, just kind of lasting probably a couple of those camp creeps there. Ditya doing decently on his health, 485 health. This gives him a nice balance of attack speed, which he needs, and health. He's going to hit Bulba a number of times with the Burning Spear, sacrifice a little bit of health. Sonneiko in a position to save if necessary. Purifying Flames are available every, 4 seconds or something ridiculous? And of course that stacks. Heal per second, 22. It's going to do a lot of damage, 180. But as you get the heal advantage, you can see there, 180 damage, but 198 total heal. And on a Huskar who benefits from lack of health and heals, that is such a nasty combination. Sonneiko actually going to pull this creep camp down here while the Huskar is maintaining pressure in the lane. This is actually going to pull the little guys over here, the little creeps over here. Ditya going to keep the pressure on Bulba. There's a Fortune's End. Is that going to be enough? Yeah, that's going to be a Purifying Flames, Fortune End of Purifying Flames, and like several stacks of burning spears, and that's just going to be enough. Abaddon's going to die, and I can tell you that is a tremendous amount of pressure. In my games, I almost never kill Abaddon, and I think that's just because I'm bad and my friends are bad, but also because Abaddon is just stupidly powerful against stupid people. Like myself, scrubs like myself. What can I say? For a second there, I thought that was a Nature's Prophet TPing in, but there is no Nature's Prophet, folks. So Sonneiko going ahead and going back to the rune, constant rune control from Sonneiko, really punishing the dual lane over here by Secret. Although I haven't seen. Oh, he's gonna get attacked. Let's see here, Puppy found him. I guess Sonneiko was going up there to plant a ward or something. He didn't quite get that off. I'm not sure what he was doing up there on the high ground. He didn't have a ward. He doesn't have anything. Oh, he actually buys a ward finally. Or he's about ready to buy a ward. He'll pick it up when he gets 65 gold. He has boots and he has a scroll portal. So there's a pretty good example of just how a very, very, very poor Oracle can still do great work. He's given a number of spells here, a number of levels here to Ditya. Pylai Die in the area, going to disrupt Sonneiko. That's going to be the death of Sonneiko, especially if Arteezy in the house. Ditya just so close to level 6. He picked up his Helm of Iron Will. He's looking for that armlet so he can toggle it and abuse it like to no end. He's not going to be able to do anything about this tower going down. There's too many people in the area. Instead, he's probably going to go farm. Yeah, he'll go ahead and farm. And he'll actually stack before he farms. Sonneiko running back from the base, looking at the tower falling. Not a fan of that kind of business, but he's nothing he can do about it. At least he has a ward this time, so he gets himself in danger. He isn't. At least he can do something beneficial. Ditya and Sonneiko sitting mid. This is a nasty push by Secret. They're probably going to continue on to the a tier 2 there. Ditya and Sonneiko are going to need to put the damage on Puppy. There's a life break. Puppy's going to go ahead and get the call off, and then boom! There are a few, what do you call those, blades, a few counter helixes, and that's the end of Huskar. And that's one of the dangers of a Huskar on an Axe. Axe very strongly counters Huskar. Not just because Axe, during the call, forces Huskar to attack him, Berserker's Call, and then but he attacks Axe rapidly, and that causes a counter helix to go off much faster. And you know, at the very low levels, Huskar does not do that tremendous amount of damage per attack, so that's very dangerous. He can life break Axe all he wants, but that's going to just produce a ton of counter helixes, and Huskar's already going to be low health because of the life break, because of the way that his burning spears work. And then the only thing that's going to save him is a level 6 false promise from Sonneiko, and that was not available. So, and then even if he gets low and there's a false promise, I think false promise may not work against a cull. That culling blade may just end up killing the Huskar, low-level Huskar, whether Sonneiko wants that or not. False promise is truly a false promise. So now Ditya trying to reestablish himself in this lane. Sonneiko sitting back at the base, probably going to come over here. He really needs to sit with Ditya the entire time. You can see Ditya actually focusing the ranged creeps. Hit those guys a little bit. Yeah, worth more experience these days. Also, I think that you can easily get some little gold from those guys a little faster than the other guys. They do take a little more damage, just get inner vitality, get himself a little bit of heals and attack speed. Fortune's End onto Bulba. Bulba probably has his ultimate though. Artstyle going to come in and chicken him up. That's going to be a lightning strike. Ditya going to life break if he can get to him. If he can get to him, he's not. He's going to turn around. I'm not sure how they were going to win that anyway, especially if the ultimate was up. Yep, it was. Borrowed time. And then the reverse here is going to happen. Sonneiko going to be stuck getting hit with the Avernus Curse. Or Curse of Avernus. Avernus. And they're going to have to retreat. That's the power of an Abaddon. You can attack them all you want, but you better be able to kill them before the enemies get in. And if you can't kill them, then basically you waste all your stuff, and then you have nothing for when his friends show up. So instead, Ditya, who's got a decent amount of armor at this point, 7 armor. He doesn't have any life gain yet, but he does have the inner vitality, and he has the Purifying Flames from this assist from Sonneiko, if necessary. There, oh, that is fantastic. Bulba's ult actually triggered by one Burning Spear tick, and that's going to be the return of Abaddon. He needs to leave the lane, or I guess he's going to be in the area with the Axe, so him and the Axe can chill out. Ditya really needs this armlet. Okay, he finally gets his armlet. StarSeries off somewhere else. He's mid lane trying to soak up a few levels. He really needs this false promise because that's going to be his ability to get in this game and save Ditya. So Ditya can just balls deep, go all in, go ham on the enemy. So not quite balls deep territory, folks, but he will be soon enough. That life break is going to be the penetration into the enemy. Secret not going to know what hit him. And here comes the push mid lane. I believe the false promise is online. So close to online. He's going to have to be careful. Ditya going to put some pain on our TZ. TZ going to be able to jump out of the way. StarSeries and Ditya double tag team in this tower. And Ditya just going to sit here and farm these creeps. Try to let his own creeps take some of the damage. Doesn't do all that. Dendi in the area now, so there's going to be an ultimate from Dendi. Dendi's going to be able to push this tower free of, and they got to be careful. Arteezy uses a nice starfall, kills all the creeps. Puppy might have a blink dagger, and he's just going to walk in there and call everybody, and that's going to be the end of Pup or everybody else. Ditya going to get a life break on Pylai Die. Oh, he's going to actually dive right into the Murata stun. The arrow stuns him up. StarSeries probably going to be able to save if necessary. The ultimate's still not up, though. He desperately needs to get his ultimate. He is so close to be able to save him. Damage on the tower. General moving in against Arteezy, going to force Secret away, and that's going to be the tower. 160 gold goes their way. And still, StarSeries does not have false promise. He's very close. They're going to take Roshan off of this. That's kind of risky if you ask me, but they did use the wards. Drop the wards. StarSeries going to be able to keep these guys up a little bit with Purifying Flames. Ditya going to just abuse Toglet. Going to abuse the Armlet Toggle. And burning down Roshan. And there's nothing Secret can do about this. They are in the area finally. I don't think this Puppy has that blink, so he can't blink call. Now Huskar has an Aegis. This could be a death blow to Secret. This could be absolutely disastrous. The fact that they did not contest or even know about that Rosh. And Ditya gonna life break. Why not? It's already, what, 10-12 second cooldown now, which is just stupid. Gonna be a ward battle going up north. StarSeries gonna participate. Got a Fortune's End Pylai Die. And to what effect, I don't really know here. Yeah, just battle over the ward spot here. This is going to be battle over this tower, which is really what this warding is all about. While Ditya pushes up the lane, here comes attacks on the tower. Armlet Toggle, ranged attacks on tower. StarSeries in position. StarSeries, you are just chill, dude. Chill. Can't deal with that kind of... can't deal with that kind of luck. Ditya thinking about life breaking. Fortune's End, or I'm sorry, False Promise is online. Once again, the Burning Spear is actually going to be able to trigger the borrowed time from Abaddon. So that's Abaddon all down. So Abaddon has to retreat. And this is a great combination. Ditya and Abaddon are going to be able, or Ditya and StarSeries, really just Ditya causing Abaddon's ultimate to go off all the time. I don't know if that's a mistake by Abaddon or not, but that ultimate doesn't, I mean, it's 37 seconds left, but... And there's a little tree planted. Huskar grabs his Dragon Lance, gives him the strength he needs. He needs that health because of the Burning Spear damage, which is not a percent-based damage. It is just a set 15 damage per hit. But also he needs to be able to have as much health as possible after his life break. It's going to be important. And then the attack range is really helpful for Huskar. Really important. And there's a little bit of agility, so the additional attack speed will additional armor. I think give him an additional armor or two. So that's nice. And here comes the wards. Here comes the inevitable death push on Secret. There's nothing they can do. I mean, I'm really curious. I mean, they got a friend up north on the far west side. Here's Abaddon, Bulba coming in, looking for some kind of initiation. Not going to get it. What is he can't just walk up there. He's going to have to aphotic shield himself, and that's not going to be good enough. There's a Purifying Flames on Ditya plus Armlet Toggle. As soon as he's healing, that's going to be very difficult to kill him. There's an Ancient Stack. He walks by. I'm curious to see if he's going to be able to take that out. StarSeries pushing up top. He's going to go behind this tower, plant a ward. By the way, he's pulling out the Infused Raindrops. He likes to have that get rid of the Starfall damage. That's going to be really nice. Prevent potentially him from dying. He's also got an additional Clarity. I'm not sure when he purchased that. It's going to help him with the mana pool. He does have a Smoke. He has Boots of Speed. It's still got that in the Town Scroll Portal, Sentry Ward. And he is as poor as it gets, but he is doing his job, casting his spells, trying to get as many levels as he can, I think. He's going to kind of perch himself up here. Getting ready to Fortune's End whoever he can. Ditya pushing the tower. And just going to keep abusing this armlet. And all of a sudden, Secret comes into town. We'll see whether or not Sonneiko is going to be able to move back. Ditya is going to fall back a little bit. Sonneiko just maintaining a view of the high ground while Ditya stays low. And there it goes. Actually, that's a General Batrider getting the start on Puppy. Fortune's End, or not Fortune's End, Fate's... Yeah, it's not Fortune's End. That's Purifying Flames. Not going to get the kill there. And so that was an initiation by Navi on a Secret that was unsuccessful. Ditya, meanwhile, pushing the tower. So the question is, can Puppy do anything about this? I don't think he can. Heart Style in the wrong place at the wrong time. Pulls the call. Marana Arrow flies by. And Navi getting ready to push high ground here. They've got their tanky siege. Not their tanky, I guess he's just deadly siege weapon here with Ditya. Purifying Flames, Armlet Toggle, False Promise. Really nasty combination. Not to mention the ward heal from the Juggernaut. Here comes the initiation. They're going to initiate on Puppy. Puppy is going to die in a moment's notice. Ditya putting pressure on all of these guys. And there's the retreat. They have a little bit of health problems here. And there's going to be Puppy getting got by a combination of Dendi and Art Style. Ditya put the pain on Bulba. There's Borrowed Time coming in. Going to protect Bulba from the rest of that. Marana Arrow hits Dendi. Not going to matter too much. General in a position to get on top of Arteezy. They cast Moonlight Shadows so they can protect themselves. And here's going to be a tower down. Navi's not going to stop. This is going to be a continued push. Several ultimates down from Secret. They're going to push down both of these barracks. And what can Secret do? Does Puppy have his blink? Puppy does not have his blink. This is absolutely catastrophic. And there is the blink right on top of Bulba. Borrowed Time is gone. He had to be saved by the Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon going to die. Pili die. See you later. Ditya life breaking on top of him. Arteezy going to die next. Burning Spear damage. Eternal Envy going to die next. Arteezy ended up not dying, luckily. He's going to sit in the fountain. And here comes bottom tower. The push is real, folks. The push is real. The initiation potential, the blink, the significant early game advantage. Marana Arrow coming in, missing. There's the healing ward going to do its work. Eternal Envy life breaked. Burning Spear damage, plus just a ton of other damage coming in. Arteezy going to have to jump away. And there's two more barracks down. Bar Time online. Axis Call online. However, not going to matter too much because these racks are going to die. But there's initiation by Shadow Demon. He's going to disrupt and he's going to suffer for his protest. So is Arteezy. That's a dead Arteezy. He doesn't have a buyback. Bulba going to die, living on Borrowed Time at the moment. That's a dead. Was that Axe came in and died immediately. And there it is, folks. Navi showing Secret the meaning of a deadly duo. Sonneiko plus Ditya. I mean, of course, the others did their job too. General getting some great initiations. Dendi doing what Dendi does best, pushing this game, setting the pace. Although I'd say that Sonneiko and Ditya really set the pace in this one. Art Style doing his part, pushing, keeping the pressure up, and that's really what they did. Is this lineup is built to quickly gain steam and then become completely unstoppable. I will say that I think that this game was probably won in the laning stage, and that's because Axe does not have a blink. And that is so bad. The not having a blink dagger on an Axe, not being able to get in there, means he could not do anything to counter the Huskar. And so the Huskar having nothing more than an Armlet of Mordigion, a Dragon Lance, brown boots, a Windlace, and a TP, 7 and 1 and 3. Oracle 1, 2, and 9. He had nothing more than Arcane Boots and a Smoke of Deceit and a Town Scroll Portal, and they still whomped Secret. So there you go, folks. That is the power of a deadly duo. Thanks for watching this round of Scrubcast. I will see you soon. Good luck and have fun.